Ready2Go battery operated ice melt spreader. It's one of those things that we all have to do because when the ice comes, the last thing you want to do is walk on ice. And so you're going to go out and you're going to get your ice melt pellets and you're going to put them in this unit, and then it's battery operated. We even include the batteries.
Right.
And the fact is now it evenly spreads it. We've got our do-it-yourselfer kind of guy, Sean Pickford, joining us. Welcome.
Great to see you.
Have you here. You know, we were talking about great gifts. I think this is a really cool, unique gift to give that they probably don't already have.
Right, because a lot of people do buy the ice melt pellets. They try and spread them by hand. They put them in a cup. They get some down here, some down there, and there's still ice. You don't want slips and falls. You may not have winter where you are right now, but it is definitely coming your way.
Yeah, and a lot of the country does have winter.
Right.
The other thing too sometimes is that we were talking earlier, if you've ever had to spread it kind of by hand with a cup or whatever, you sprinkle that and then you got to go back to the bucket and sprinkle that and go back to the bucket. This one, wait till you see what it does.
Yeah,
pretty
because
cool.
it's really easy. As you said, the batteries are in it. All you're going to do when you get it home is open it up. You have to just supply the ice melt pellets.
Okay,
the only thing you can't use is the rock salt, and we clearly label it on here, so you know that you don't want to use the rock salt pellets. You want to use the ice melt pellets. So you pour them in here, then you go ahead and you put it back onto the base, and all you do is lock it into place. There's 5 different settings on the bottom. We suggest you start with setting number 3 to see how it's going to spread out for you. Maybe you want it a little more, a little less, so you can dial it up or dial it down. But that's all you do. And we're going to show you right here on this black piece of paper what it looks like. So we have some white ice melt pellets in here. All I'm going to do is take the little lever here, the yellow one, and I'm going to turn it on. And as I turn it on, you see how easy and evenly it spreads that rock salt? And all I have to do is walk back and forth to be able to do it. When I'm done that area, I turn it off.
How about that?
Is that easy?
That's so much nicer. I got to tell you, last year at one point, my husband was out of town, and we got the ice storm, and I was going. There was a big pail, like 5-gallon pail or whatever, 10-gallon pail, and I kept walking back and forth, and I kept thinking, how dumb is this? There's got to be a better way. Well, here is the better way, and it's priced at less than $20. And then for today, it's on 4 monthly payments of $4.97. Whether it's a gift or it's for you, or maybe you want to buy 2 of these, you could actually walk down the middle of your driveway and have 1 in each hand and get the whole thing covered in one swoop.
That's the great thing, because even if you fill this guy all the way up, you're maybe 6-7 pounds. That 5-gallon bucket that you have is 20 to 30 pounds.
Yeah.
You're trying to do it by hand. You're trying to throw it out evenly.
Right.
You pay a lot of money for the ice melt pellets.
Yeah.
We use the one special because we have the dogs at home that are safe for their paws used on the driveway and stuff. I didn't have this last year, so I was trying to do it by hand, and I had spots that were icy and spots that weren't. I went out one night and missed a spot and didn't know it. Found out when I was sitting on my butt in the middle of the driveway at 2 a.m. That's the wrong time to find out you missed the icy spot.
That's exactly right.
Right.
And here's the other thing too. I was just thinking, tell us what we can use this on. Like, does it matter?
Well, it's your driveways, it's your walkways, it's your deck, it's your steps, it's your stairs. I mean, any of those places where you get either snow, ice, or a combination of the both, you can use this. And as long as it's not the rock salt are the bigger pellets, and what would happen is they would get jammed in here. So as long as you use the ice melt pellets, and it can be, you know, you get them at your grocery store, you can get them at the corner hardware store. So that's all you need to do.
And here's the other thing too, is that a lot of people are getting more than one. These are going very quickly. So this is brand new. You're seeing it for the very first time. So this is the time. Look at that.
Yeah.
We want to go back to, why would I switch it from 3 down to 1 or up to 5? What difference will that make?
Because it depends on how much that you want to put out. If you only have a light coating of ice, maybe you dial it back to 2. Okay. If you want to put more down because you got a lot of snow and ice and you don't want to do any work, dial it up to 5. All right. Right now we have it on the 3 setting. If I want to go more and put more out, I can dial it up to 4 or 5, and it's clearly written on the thing there. So right now I have it on 5, so we'll make a pass this time, and we'll show you what it looks like on 5, how much comes out. So we tried to clear most of it off, so we turn it on and see how thick it is there.
Oh yeah, that's a lot more.
All right, but if you have a heavy snow,
right,
maybe you want more to come out.
More.
So you can dial up what you need to use to take care of the situation you're trying to correct.
Here's a quick update, because this is disappearing quick. We have 3,800 to start with. We have fewer than 1,200 left to go around. Here's the key. The next time it snows or you get ice in your area, you're gonna say, doggone it, why didn't I get one of those
Yeah,
things?
instead of trying to, I mean, we've all done it by hand. All you do is take your container, pour it in here. The batteries are included. You click it back on and you dial up what you want. So last time we did 5. If I want to dial it back down and put a little less, you can go ahead and put a less.
Is it any certain brand of
No,
ice melt
the
pellets?
ice melt pellets is what you want, as long as it doesn't say rock salt. Because rock salt is actually rocks that are salt.
Right.
They're bigger particles. These are really small, as you're seeing the ones that we have here, and I'll just pick some up here so you can see.
Yeah.
I mean, these are really small pellets is what we're talking about here. As opposed to rock salt, they're almost like little sugar cubes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, and here's the thing. Oh, I'm glad you showed us that, because I asked Sean earlier too. I said, Sean, you know, which does almost a better job of actually melting the ice? And he said, well, a lot of times, you know, the townships use the rock salt.
They use the rock salt
because they need traction. Well, the cars
Well, yeah,
are
they need
driving
that,
over it.
They need the
et cetera.
friction of the tires to create the heat with the ice melt, the calcium chloride, that's usually what it's made out of. That goes down and it works on its own. So that's what you want with something like this, so that, you know, all you have to do, again, I'm just going to turn it on.
It's gone. Sold out. Good thing you called when you did, because that's going to be one of the best things. What a great gift, but hey, I'd buy it for myself right now. We also have the Frost Guard.